Celebrities podcast is all unofficial. None of the conversations or comments from us or guests represent DoD or the armed forces.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. It's time!
Yes, sir. So
I just learned to just ignore that from now. I don't let it bother me anymore.
all right. I really messed up on how it looks on Instagram. So we might have to I'll leave it up to you. We can either stop the show, restart it once I figure that out, or we can just leave it what it is. Leave it up to you.
Well, I guess it depends on like how critical is it that we're on Instagram now.
I mean it'd be cool, but it's not critical.
Well, I
It's just
guess
your face
I mean
on there,
we
and it's just like your lips and your TV.
okay.
So it looks pretty horrible, but
Well, why can't you cut the Instagram feed?
I can cut it.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well do it right. No point in rushing if it ain't right.
Discard video. Yep. All right. Cool. I'll fix that later. Fix that later. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to open that up. So let me open that up. Can you hear Thor snoring or no?
Mm-mm.
All right, good. He loud as hell. All
Let my
right.
man
We're
Thor
on the
do what he gotta
Facebook.
do.
Perfect.
Do what he gotta do.
We're on Twitch. Perfect. And boom. The YouTube. Perfect. All right. Everything's up and running for the most part. We'll get the gram next time. Promise. And we're off. Philly, can I play the It's Time again?
No, please don't.
Over
Please
to you.
don't. Please don't. For those who will join us in a little bit, first, welcome to the show. This is your Unpopular Celebrities podcast with yours truly, Philly DC, my co-host, PAK, also doing the engineering. And as always, Jess Player in the place, somewhere out there handling her business, as well as Del Brown. We are your Unpopular Celebrities. If you join us for the first time, thank you. Much appreciated. Go ahead and hit that like button. share button. Leave them comments down there and what you want us to talk about, or better yet, we're going to talk about some specific things today. But as always, we pivot to the audience. So leave some comments down in the drop box. And then also, when you get the opportunity, check us out on YouTube. If you can't finish the show today, you can catch all of our shows on YouTube and also on where you get your Apple Podcasts and stuff. And when you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Very important. Our subscriptions are going up. Subscribers are going up. We need more. So help your boys out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then one more last tidbit. We'll wait till more folks get in here, but we're going to get into a point where we're consistent with the Star Train. So there's going to be some point in the show where we're going to say the Star Train is about to take off. It's pretty simple. It's just a way you can send a donation to your boys so we can keep the lights on. So without further ado, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs today. I will be honest, I wasn't too excited. I mean, let's be honest, the NBA playoffs or NBA play in general has not been very good over the past couple of years. However, I know there's some huge NBA fans out there, and you've got a lot of things to look forward to, especially you Boston Celtics fans.
Wow.
But outside of that, we're going to talk about the whole NBA playoffs, fam. So without further ado, over to you.
So I'm interested why you're wearing a Knicks jacket, first of all.
Yeah.
You are not a Knicks
Knicks.
fan.
Knicks.
I know Philly didn't have a great season, per usual.
Hey, watch your mouth.
They
Watch your
didn't
mouth.
have a good season.
No, they did, but you can't talk about it. Watch your mouth.
Mostly, I can't talk about it. It's crazy. Mostly because of you, I think. You're like the Spike Lee of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, really? Why you
Yeah.
say that? This is
You-
be interesting.
You know how when players go to the Garden, they all look at Spike and be like, this is your fault that your team is getting blasted? That's how I feel
really?
about you. It's your fault why Philly always loses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you sure you want to you sure you want to think about what you just said? Because last I checked, we're friggin' Super Bowl champions, mind
I said
you.
basketball.
Not them
Basketball.
bums, the Atlanta
basketball.
Falcons. How about
The
that?
76ers. We're talking
You
about
said
basketball.
Philly.
We're talking.
You
You're
didn't
right.
say
but-
76ers.
Okay,
You
the
said Philly.
76ers. 76ers.
That's right. Back up.
76ers.
Pause. Slow down, fam.
The 76ers.
Downshift.
76ers.
You know what I mean? Why are we even listening to this clown, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we even listening? You know what
Anyway,
I'm saying? None of his teams are any good anyway. And to answer your question, I'm wearing a Knicks jersey because the Knicks play this week in the first round. And I'm going to pick the Knicks to go to the next round. That was going to be part of our segment.
I mean, okay. So you want to start with the East or you want to start with the West?
It don't matter.
All right, let's start with the West because the West is. Let's start with the East. The West is a little bit better than the East. So the West first round matchups, you have Cavs versus Heat. Heat was the first number 10 seed to get
You said
in
the West.
the East.
I thought you said you was going to start the West because they're a little bit better than the East.
Okay, we'll start with the West. All right, so you got the Thunder and Grizzlies. Grizzlies beat the dog out of the damn who they play? Who they play? Oh, the Mavericks. The Anthony Davis Mavericks. Memphis beat the dog crap out of them. Thor, I'm trying to record right now.
He's trying to stop you because you tripping.
Anyway, so Thunder, I think, are gonna win this series very easy. Paul Davis, what up, big dog? I thought we were hitting the gym. Another subject for another day. Thunder in 5. I say Thunder in 5 as well. They'll get a game. Memphis will get a game. Ja's a little banged up with an ankle, but not too bad. He looked good last night. Did what he had to do. Bane, it looks really good. They better get Bane a new contract because he finna be gone. Any thoughts? And then SGA, of course, MVP for this year, even though it should be Joker. They'll give it to Shea.
No, they're not going to give it to Joker, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't going to give it to Joker. It should be Joker, but it won't be. But you got Shea. You got the Thunder, young team, big turnover team, going for the next round. Any thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I think SJA, first of all, it's going to most likely be the MVP winner of the league. I mean, he had a phenomenal season, averaging about 32 points a game. So, which says a lot there. I think the Thunder is just too fast for him,
Mm-hmm.
and they're a high power scoring team for one. And the Grizzlies, I mean, yeah, Ja Morant, it's gonna be tough for him to get in the paint against that Thunder defense.
Mm-hmm. Good
And
call.
so Ja Morant really makes Memphis go. But I say the Thunder. I think the Grizzlies will win one.
Yeah.
They'll win one, but the Thunder's clearly the better team.
Going to the next matchup is a good game, good matchup. Clippers and Nuggets. So if you know about the Clippers, coming out of nowhere, you got Zubac, the center, and everybody knows James Harden throughout his career since he left the Thunder has made centers better. Even when he had Dwight Howard on his team, he always makes centers better. So Zubac is averaging 20. I just like saying his name like that. He's averaging 20 and 20 pretty much right now since he came there. Nick Ramsey automatically saying Nuggets in 6. Might have to disagree with that. Interesting. And then the Nuggets are the Nuggets. Biggest piece the Nuggets are missing right now is Jamal Murray, the point guard for the Nuggets. I think he's still out. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's still out. But I do think Clippers in 7.
Clippers in 7.
Nuggets are the 4 seed. Nuggets are the 4 seed, so they'll be playing at home court advantage if it does go 7. David says Clippers in 6.
I would agree with Davis. Here's a couple of things. Like the Nuggets coach, and I believe their assistant manager got fired.
That's another great point. It was, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This will be the first time Jokic is playing without their head coach.
Yes.
And so I can imagine the turmoil they're still going through. I mean, at one point, 2 seasons ago, maybe 3, the Nuggets were NBA Finals or championship champions. And now look at them. They're a shadow of their former self. Jokic is still having a great season, but they lost their head coach. How many teams lost their head coach and assistant manager and ended up being in the NBA playoffs?
I'm sure
it's going to be hard for them to get around that. Plus, James Harden is playing phenomenal. To your point, he does a great job getting centers involved. I think he has elevated his play, especially when Kawhi Leonard has been out. And then Kawhi is Kawhi, as long as he stays healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and plus the Clippers got home field advantage. So I think
Nuggets do.
Too much
Nuggets do.
The Nuggets got home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, disregard. Despite all that, something to consider, but I think I'll say Clippers in 6.
So if you look at the only thing that kind of scares me about the Clippers is they have no backup center at all. But neither does Denver.
Yeah, Nuggets don't either.
Yeah, so when you look at those two things, I think it's going to be a battle of the big men for this series. Kawhi's going to be Kawhi, like you said, as long as he stays healthy. But whoever centers gets in foul trouble, that's going to, I think, be the determination of the game.
Yeah. I just have a feeling, I think likely most folks would assume the Nuggets are going to win based on Jokic. But I just have a feeling the Clippers is going to surprise them and win in 6. I just have a feeling.
I mean, if you really look at it, the Clippers could go all the way to the finals.
I wouldn't go that far now.
No, not that far.
I wouldn't go that far.
Let me see who their backup center is, because I really don't know. I'm looking at it right now. Don't know him. Yeah, they really don't have a backup center at all. Oh, here he is. Drew Eubanks. That's their backup center for
Eubanks.
That's the backup center for the Clippers. So as we said, like, they do not have anybody. They could put Norman Powell in there, anybody like that. And then let me see the Nuggets. Where are the Nuggets at? Because I'm interested to see who their backup center is. Stop. Team roster. Let's see. Guard, forward. Oh, DeAndre Jordan is their backup. Devon McCoy. DeAndre Jordan, I ain't seen him play a game in like a month. So yeah, battle of the big men in that league. All right, going backwards, back to where we came from. Staying in the West, you have a good matchup, probably the matchup everybody's looking forward to. Let's see what Nick Ramsey said before we move on. Nuggets don't need a backup center. They have Jokic. No, I agree. Until he gets some foul trouble.
He can't play. Yeah, until he gets some foul trouble and he gets tired. I mean, Jokic got a high engine, but you figure this is going to be a long series. He's got to take a break sooner or later.
Yep. McCoy is in the building because he says, "Stop saying my first name."
My first name.
Respect the viewers. McCoy is in the building. All right, big matchup. Los Angeles Lakers, the number 3 seed, against the Ant Edwards Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes,
and Carl Anthony Towns.
One.
And Carl.
And that comes on today, right?
It comes on tonight. Yeah, 5:30.
7 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a kitchen pass so I can watch that tonight.
Yeah, I wish I could be watching that. I'm gonna be watching a lot of playoffs today, definitely. But your thought, I want to go to you first. Lakers in 5, says McCoy. Wow, you sound like Shannon Sharp. Shannon, did you see those things with Shannon Sharp? He like puts things together. Like he'll say, WNBA, NBA, CBA, Lakers in 5. He'd be like Magic Johnson, Chris Johnson, W. Johnson, Lakers in 5. He just puts things together, and at the end, he just says Lakers in 5. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So a lot to unpack in this series. First off, I think it's ironic that, and I would love to see the statistics on this too. I wish I had the time to look it up. But did we forget that the Mavericks last year were in the finals against Boston, lost 4-1. Last I checked, Luka had a phenomenal series. He did his job. It's just, I mean, Boston was too deep. Luka had like 28 points, 9 boards in the finals, but they lost 4-1. He had Kyrie Irving, and then all of a sudden, they trade Luka to the Lakers.
Right.
I mean, last I remember, Luka was like shocked. He didn't even see it coming. And frankly, I think Dallas is going to regret it, as if they're regretting it now. And so now what I'm excited about is that Luka can potentially take over for LeBron. Because let's be honest, please, LeBron, go away.
Damn.
Retire. It is time. I think, being unbiased, the Lakers will win in 5.
Wow.
But I want the Lakers to lose so badly.
Look, why don't y'all have respect for Minnesota?
What's that?
Why don't y'all have respect for Minnesota?
It's not that respect. I mean, come on, man. Like, the Lakers are deeper. Minnesota's got Julius Randle. Anthony Edwards is good or whatnot. Gobert is
Nas
good.
Reed, the 6th man of the year last year.
Okay, yeah, good.
Mike Conley, Joe Ingles.
You forgot Austin Reeves from the Lakers.
Austin Reeves is hooping.
Awesome. Yeah, he's hooping. You got, and more importantly, you got Luka.
So I think Hachimura is out, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look. I think Hachimura is out. Hachimura is playing. You know they still got Bronny James on the dang thing?
Oh, God. Why he gonna play? I'm gonna watch just to watch him. He's a bum.
Anyway. They got Bronny James on the dang squad.
You know what? In hindsight, I would tell you this. Let me rewind. Because now that I'm thinking about it,
Here we go.
Their coach, the Lakers coach, is JJ Redick.
It is
And I think that factors into it.
in a good
I
way.
would take it back. Lakers in 6. Just
Okay.
because of that piece. Lakers in
Interesting.
6. I think that Luka and LeBron, although they did pretty well in the regular season, they still have a lot more gelling to do. And it's going to be interesting. This is the first time they're going to be on a stage where there's a lot at stake, hence the NBA playoffs. Will LeBron be comfortable with Luka's antics? Or will Luka be comfortable in facilitating LeBron when the time comes? I'm curious.
So can I hit you with breaking news?
Yeah.
LeBron James is a game time decision.
He gonna play.
Man, I try to make it suspenseful. Oh yeah, he gonna play.
He gonna play.
So Hachimura is playing. So he was last 2 games he was coach did not play, whatever it is thing. Did you see the comments in here? Paul Davis says Beehive, Bull Jive, Lakers in 5. Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Superman, Lakers in 5. It'd be funny.
Yo, Shannon Sharp only says it when he does the Lakers?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you know, LeBron averages 24, 7, and 8,
Superman,
retired.
Lakers in 5.
Yeah, LeBron.
Mike and Nice, Jolly Joe's, Hot Tamales, Lakers in 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'd be pretty funny. So Minnesota has no injuries at all. I think it's going to be a close series. Lakers do have the home court advantage. I will say Minnesota in 6.
Oh, you was taking Minnesota.
Yeah.
Hey, I should write that down. That's an upset.
Minnesota in 6. I'm
to your point when you said why nobody's giving Minnesota credit, I'm looking on ESPN analytics say the Lakers stand to win 65% to 34.
I understand that. And maybe I'm just a LeBron hater, so that's why I'm voting that way.
I am too.
But I just think Ant Edwards is going to average 35 points this series. Easy.
35 points?
You see what McCoy said? You can't see the chat.
I was on another page. Child support, force support, Taylor Port.
That joint's stupid.
Force support, Taylor.
I think what's going to hurt them is who's going to guard LeBron, who's going to guard Luka, because then you got Randall out there who's not fast enough to guard either one of them. You got Gobert out there who's just in the way. He's going to clog up the paint, but it's going to be a hard matchup. But I think it's going to be a high-scoring game in the 110s to 130s every night. I think it's going to be a good up-and-down game. I'm ready for Luka to have one of those big explosive games where he's going to have 45 in the third quarter. LeBron's going to have about 18 assists. Not 18, but we'll just say 12. But, yeah, I'm interested to see how Austin Reeves does in this series. All right, moving on. A good matchup that's really under the radar, the last one for the West, is the Warriors and the young, super young, Houston Rockets.
Bro, I will admit, when I was doing some research on the playoffs and I saw all of this commentary on the Rockets and Jalen Green, I've been so out of it, man. I'm like, who the hell are these dudes?
Good point, McCoy.
More. This dude Jalen Green seems exciting.
Oh, Jalen Green. Yeah, he's the
where did he
He's
play
not
at?
he's not as good as Cam for the Detroit, but he is really, really good.
What college he play for?
I think he went to. I had to look it up. Jalen Green. He didn't.
He came out of high school?
No, because you can't come out of high school no more. Somebody help me out in the chat. Where's
It
Devon?
don't matter. I'm just curious.
No, because
curious.
now I'm curious. It don't say
Jalen
a high
Green.
school or college.
This is very interesting. Like I said, before I said I wasn't excited about the playoffs, but after doing some research last night and this morning, I'm like, it might be palatable this year. It might be good.
He was a G Leaguer. Thank you, Davis.
Oh, really? Well, how come LeBron can't stay in the G League and get his stuff together?
Bronny, not LeBron.
Whatever his name is.
Hey, that's disrespectful.
Bronny Bum, whatever his name is.
Hey. Get off of here. Golden State wins because Jimmy edition. Without that trade, Houston loses. Or Houston wins, excuse me.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good!
So don't forget
Jimmy Buckets right there.
So don't forget, Steve Adams is there for Houston. Dylan Brooks is there. Of course, they got Jalen Green. And then they fall off. I think they got Van Vliet. No, they don't have Van Vliet. But then they fall. Yeah, they do have Van Vliet. And then they fall off pretty big after that. So those four need to come together. NBA started that G League 1 year absence require. Oh, okay. So he did come out of high school. He just went straight to the G League, I think is what you're saying.
What I think is interesting, what I'm looking forward to is how Draymond Green and Dylan Brooks are going to play against each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's another story right there.
I mean, Dylan Brooks is a little smaller, so I don't know how much they'll guard each other.
Scrappy, though.
Yeah, very scrappy. Yeah.
He can get under your skin.
I would be interested to see. Let me see their depth on the team. So, yeah, I mean, man, Draymond plays the center. He's 6'6". Oh, he's the same height as Dylan Brooks, and he's playing center. I don't know how much they'll guard each other. Yeah, that was right before NILs. Good call. Look at McCoy coming out of nowhere. Yeah, I think to McCoy's point, Jimmy Buckets is gonna have to go for 30 a night.
Yeah,
I won't be surprised if Dylan Brooks guards Jimmy, and they put Steven Adams on Green because Green can't shoot.
But you don't think that's going to be a liability for the Warriors? Although I will say, Steve Kerr still being in the seat as the coach, the Warriors are used to playing small ball. They've been playing small ball for quite some time and won titles that way when they had like Klay Thompson. But with Jimmy Buckets being there, Draymond had to move to center.
Right.
And Draymond's pretty strong, scrappy, but he's not a center. He's not a true center.
No, 100%. I'm trying to see their matchup, what happened last time. No real injuries, so it's not telling me what happened on the matchup. But Houston, I mean, they were number one in their division, number two in the West. So 57.4% predictor gonna win for Houston. Oh, you're right. Come on, McCoy. Looney. Are you really putting Looney in there?
Looney?
You really gonna say Golden State has Looney? I mean, Looney does his thing. He does what he's supposed to do. But very tough matchup. Right now they have it even. Houston by 1.5 points, 213 is the odds on the betting favorites for over under. But that game is tomorrow, I believe. All right. Anything else with the West? Oh, who do we say? Who do we say in this matchup?
Predictions. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Warriors.
In how many games?
I'll say Warriors in 7.
Okay. So, man, Warriors are the 7th seed. Houston's number 2. So I'm gonna go Houston. As much as Warriors in 6, as much as I want the Warriors to win, I'm gonna go with Houston. Man, that's tough. That's tough.
Fair.
Yeah.
I just think the Warriors experience is going to win. I think Experience is always a factor against youth. And I
True.
think the Warriors, with Jimmy Buckets being there, it's got a legitimate chance. So I'm gonna
So,
with the
yeah.
Warriors.
So you got Thunders. I got Thunders, Clippers, Timberwolves, and Rockets. You have Thunders, Nuggets, Lakers,
Thunders.
and Warriors. Is that right? What's wrong?
Yeah, I got Lakers, Warriors, Clippers. No, I'm sorry. I changed it to the Nuggets. Nuggets and Thunder.
Yeah. Udoka's an a-hole, but he's a good
Dang.
coach. Why is he an a-hole?
Dang. Okay.
All right, we'll go to the East real quick while while McCoy is getting that. First round kind of sucks, to be honest. You got Cavs and Heat. Cavs are a 12.5-point favorite. The only higher favorite is Boston at 13.5. So you got Cavs and Heat. Heat only got Tyler Hero, and that is it. That is definitely it.
Far cry from when he had Jimmy Buckets, huh?
Right. You don't watch Houston a lot. No, I really don't. I don't think anybody watches Houston a lot. I mean, I've seen them play, but not a lot. You got to have like Game Pass to watch them. All right, so we'll go to this East. Keep on the East.
You gotta have Game Pass to watch Houston.
Whatever it's called, NBA TV, NBA Pass. Oh, you're
no,
right.
I'm just saying that's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. McCoy said they got Bam. They do got Bam. Bam.
Yeah.
He's not.
His play kind of dropped off a little bit in the second half.
Great point.
Season, though.
Yep. So if you look at the roster, they have Hero, Bam. They still have Kevin Love. And Terry Rozier.
Remember when Kevin Love was really good?
Yeah. Oh, they got Wiggins. I mean, Wiggins fell off too. You know they're paying Terry Rozier $24 million a year and paying Tyler Hero $29. Crazy. Anyway, so not a lot to say about this series at all. I don't think so. I mean, I really say Cleveland in 4.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's gonna be a sweep.
Yeah.
Boring. I wish they could just bypass this altogether. Like somebody put one of those Men in Black things in front of me, just like send me to the future or something when the series is over.
And even if they win one, it's gonna be just like they're gonna be up 3-0. And then look at Bostic. Shout out Tony Bostic for being in the building. Heat culture. Sure, maybe 2-3 years ago. But not against Cleveland. Cleveland is not like a killer team, but they just have much more good players. You know, Tristan Thompson is still on Cleveland.
How is this possible?
Anyway, yeah, Cleveland in a sweep, maybe a gentleman's sweep. They'll be up 3-0 and give them a game in Miami. Go back to Cleveland and close it out. Any comments on this game? Kind of
boring.
Yeah. Next game, pretty boring as well, but has a little impact. Bucks and Pacers. Pacers have Halliburton, and Siakam, and that's about it. That's about all that I'm tracking with that. Pacers are actually number 5 seed, which is kind of surprising. No real injuries on the team at all. I'm trying to look at the roster if I'm missing somebody. Halliburton, man, he's getting paid $42 million a year.
Wow.
Jesus. Watch it be the best series. Please. Not even close. When you got the Lakers and Timberwolves, Houston and Golden State, and you gonna watch the Cavs and Heat?
Who said that?
Bostic.
Oh no.
So David says Bucks and 7. I'm looking at this.
No, I'm thinking 6.
So interesting. I'm I'm not seeing the Bucks nor the Pacers with a lot of firepower. I will say this is going to be a very boring, very slow game. Very much Siakam versus Antetokounmpo.
So I just said tour.
Siakam versus Antetokounmpo is going to be the only matchup I'm really looking at. I'm seeing, same cast and characters. So we all know Dame Time is not playing the first series or the first game, at least.
That's big.
If not for the first series, he won't play. So
Yeah, that's big.
I don't have too many thoughts on this. Your thoughts?
No, boring.
Bobby Portis. You said what?
Boring.
Yeah.
This is bad. East Conference is bad, man.
Yeah, the East sucks.
First round's gonna be trash.
All right. Well, one of the best matchups. No, Dame Time is back. Hold on. We might have breaking news.
I didn't hear that.
Hold on. What I was tracking, he was out. Dame Lillard, God dog it, Paul Davis. Dame Time is out for game 1. Already been declared out per ESPN. Giving bad information on unpopular celebrities.
Shame. Shame on you.
Anyway, I don't have the little.
Calm down.
I don't have the good one. Oh, here we go. For Paul Davis giving bad information. All right. The best matchup in the East is your New York Knicks. Somehow they're your New York Knicks.
For now.
The surprising
Pistons.
Detroit Pistons.
I love to hear what Tony B's got to say about his Pistons.
Cade Cunningham has been, I forgot the word, pronounced as the next American MVP is going to be Cade Cunningham.
The next
American MVP. You know, we haven't had an American MVP in like 6 years.
Oh, bro, I didn't even think about that. No, wait a minute. You said 6 years.
It's been at least 6.
No, it could have been that long. Joel was in the last 6 years.
Joel just became American.
Oh, for crying out loud. Man, we don't need all this racism in here, man.
That's not racist. That's 100% accurate. All right, let me see.
So what you say? Joel's a DI? What you trying to say?
It was Jokic, Embiid, Jokic, Antetokounmpo. 2017 was James Harden.
Dang. What does that say?
But I will say before that, Nowitzki was the last one in 2006. It was Kobe, LeBron, Derrick Rose, LeBron, Kevin, Curry, Westbrook, Harden. But so Cade Cunningham, everything runs through Cade. Tim Hardaway Jr. is there. Mike Beasley, the young Mike Beasley's there. And that's about it. Dennis Schroeder, he gives them good minutes off the bench. And then you got Isaiah Stewart, who they say is going to have more fouls than points in this series. So you had that as well. I think there's going to be more ejections in this series than any series ever combined.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then the Knicks, of course, they have Brunson. I'm trying to see if Brunson is hurt. Let me check that because Brunson's been hurt. No, Brunson will play. So you got the Knicks. Knicks have the same lineup. OG Anunoby is still there. Mikal Bridges, however you say his name, Bridges. Jalen, of course. OG Anunoby is getting $36 million a year, and Jalen Brunson's only getting 24.
Wow.
Karl Anthony Towns, of course. I just think the Knicks have too much star players in the playoffs. Josh Hart as well, who gives them a good spark. Knicks and 6.
And experience.
Knicks and 6?
Yeah, I'll say Knicks and 6. They got too much experience too.
Yeah, Detroit's a year away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, they've got a good foundation, and for them to have a good season they did and exercise some demons and beating the Knicks earlier this year, I think that's big for them. They got a
Yeah.
bright future,
Yeah.
but yep, Knicks
Uh,
and 6.
You know who they have in Detroit?
Who?
The former 76ers, Tobias Harris.
Tobias, yeah,
Tobias Harris.
whatever.
All right, last matchup. Very boring. Very, very
Yep.
extremely boring. Boston Celtics against the Orlando Magic.
Oh,
I really don't have a thought on this.
yeah, I really
at all.
don't have none. I mean, I think Boston, this is their chance to be a repeat champion. First time the NBA has had one in years, I believe, like a
Mhm.
back-to-back champion. And the first Boston team since Bill Russell, I think, to win back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Boston sweeps teams. They're definitely gonna sweep Orlando. I like Pablo. I'm gonna butcher his last name. Banchero. But anyway, butcher his last name. I like him, Pablo. You got Wagner, who's there, who's really good. Both Wagner brothers are there, really good. Not nothing else. Absolutely nothing else.
Yeah.
And then of course Boston. We don't even have to go over the roster. We don't have to. Same five they always had.
Mhm.
Big four. I wonder if Porzingis is playing. You ever notice how Porzingis is like Kawhi? All of a sudden the playoff, he's
Yeah.
hurt all year, and then the playoffs
Mhm.
happen, and here he goes.
Yep. Hey, what a time to come back, right?
Yeah. Jalen Brown is a game time decision. What you think?
He gonna play.
Okay.
He'll play.
Brown's knee was full participation on Tuesday, according to ESPN. So I wonder, it says OFS. I don't know what OFS means. Announced Wagner underwent successful surgery to repair. He's out for the season. All right. Out for the season. Well, Wagner's out. One of the Wagner's brothers is out. All right, so that's the first round of the NBA playoffs, brought to you by Unpopular Celebrities. Couple good matchups. Couple matchups are just going to be blowouts. So today, you have Bucks and Pacers starts in about 20 minutes. Got Clippers and Nuggets start at 12:30. Pistons and Knicks 3:00, and Lakers and Timberwolves 5:30.
You figure they put the Lakers and Timberwolves that night.
Well, they're West Coast too, so
Still.
you got the Grizzlies and Thunders tomorrow morning. Celtics and Magics, Cleveland and Heat. That's interesting. They put two back-to-back,
know,
1 and
see?
8 seeds. And then you got the Warriors and
Trash.
Rockets. That's did they do that today? No. Very interesting. Very interesting. Pistons and Knicks game 1. That should be good.
Yeah,
it'll
I
be
mean, just
okay.
to see a couple of fights, yeah.
Knicks are favored by 7. Knicks are favored by 7.5 today. Denver's favored by 2.5. Interesting. I'll put some money on the Clippers today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, favored by 2.5. I'll take that. Lakers favored by 4.5. I think Lakers gonna lose game 1.
Let's go over who our top 10. What's your top 10 favorite teams in this tournament or in this playoff?
Shoot, there's only 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. Can we go top 5?
Top 5. That's what I
Okay.
said. Top 5.
All right, top 5. Thunder. Are you talking about to win it all, right?
Your top 5 best teams
Okay.
to win it
Thunder,
all.
in no
No,
particular
I mean
order.
your top 5. Your top 10. Yeah. No, in order.
In order. Top 10 or
Yeah.
top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5. Top 5 in order. Number 5, the surprisers is going to be Houston Rockets. Number 5. Number 4, also out the West, like I said, the Clippers. Number 3, also out the West, the Lakers. Number 2, out of the East, the Boston Celtics. And number 1, the Thunder. So a lot of people don't have a lot of faith in the Thunder, but I do. Top 5.
Wow.
4 out the West, 1 out the East.
Don't agree with the number 5 pick. I'll put the Lakers in number 5.
Oh, okay.
Denver Nuggets at 4.
Okay.
Boston at 3.
Wow.
Cleveland at 2. Thunder at 1. So I do agree with you there.
So you don't have no faith in the Rockets or Warriors?
No. Not saying I don't have faith. I don't think they're as good as the Lakers.
Mm.
Any team that's below the Lakers, your Bucks, your Rockets, they're not. Much as I despise LeBron. You can't take away his championship pedigree.
So
And Luka is a dagger. So, and I think the Lakers are better built.
Lakers play Timberwolves, and then the winner of that will play the Rockets and Warriors. So you're saying the Lakers are in the Western Conference Finals?
I think they stand the best chance to make it to the finals out of that side of a bracket. Because I think, again, they win the first round. You said they go and play the Rockets
And Warriors, whoever wins
Yep.
that.
Warriors are too small.
Mhm.
Although I think the Warriors stand a better chance of beating the Lakers than
Mm.
the Rockets. The Rockets are too young.
Mm.
I'm not totally sold on them. Regular season is much different than playoff season. All right. Give me your top 5 sleepers, dark horses to win. I mean, your top 10 sleepers to look out for. Top 5, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Number 5, Houston. Or no, I'm sorry, not number 5, Houston. Number 5, the Knicks. Actually, if Jalen Brunson can play right. Number 4, Rockets, I guess. Number 3, Timberwolves. 2, no, let me go back. Number 4, Grizzlies. If for some way they can get past OKC, which I don't see it. Number 3, the Wolves. Number 2, Pistons. And number 1, Houston.
That's a dark horse. That's weird. Anyway, number 5, Dallas. The
They're not in.
Mavericks. Kyrie Irving is playing well.
They're not in.
The Mavericks are not in, are they?
No.
Fudge. What was I thinking? Clippers. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Clippers. I think with James Harden playing the way he's playing and Kawhi Leonard being stay healthy, Zubac, I think they'll be fine.
Zubac.
Miami.
They're not in. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Man.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Sorry. That was
Detroit.
shoot myself.
Detroit at number 3.
Okay.
Memphis at number 2. And Golden State number 1. Number 1 dark horse.
Well, they are the 7th seed, so I guess that is dark horse. Houston is hard to put them at a dark horse if they're the number 2 seed. So maybe I agree with you. I should have put Golden State there. Good call.
Top 5 favorites to win the championship.
Oh, so this is when it gets interesting. Number 1, can I go? I'm gonna go in
Yeah, you
1
know
to
number
5.
1.
Makes it easier. Celtics to back. Number 2, the Nuggets. Actually, number 3, OKC. Number 4, the Lakers, and number 5, Cleveland.
Interesting. I'm going to go with number 1 being Oklahoma.
Wow.
I think they're going to win it. I just, for some reason, I just had this feeling they're going to win it. Number 2, much as I hate to say it, the Lakers, based on where they're seated at, I think they have a good shot. Boston,
Wow.
Cleveland, Denver.
Denver. Okay.
Yeah, Denver. And then your top 10, top 5 sleepers to win it.
I think it's the same as my sleepers. But if I have to look at number 1,
Pick one then.
easiest road is Golden State.
I agree. Golden
Yeah.
State. I
They
agree.
have the
We
easiest
agree there. Okay.
Yeah. Clippers number 2.
Clippers are number 2.
Yeah. They got the hardest road, but I'll say Clippers.
Yeah.
You notice how it's funny how the number 2 seeds have an easier road to the finals than the number 1 seed.
Yeah. What's up with that?
If you see the Thunders win, they got to play the Nuggets and Clippers. If the Lakers win, they got to play, as we say, Rockets and Houston. Same thing as the Celtics. They got to play Knicks or Pistons. Man, why is that like that? Now that I'm really looking at it, it'll make a whole lot of sense.
I think the NBA, I don't want LeBron to win.
You
Just
are really
long as
anti-LeBron.
LeBron don't
Goodness gracious.
not LaFlop, LeBum. Please don't let LeBron win.
Dang.
I feel bad for Luka because
Yeah,
I
I'm about
want
to say,
Luka to
what
get
about
one.
Luka?
Wait till LeBron is gone. He needs to go. Retire LeBron. LeBron James, please retire. It's time. Retire. You're not going to get 6 rings
Jesus.
like Michael Jordan. It's not going to happen. Retire.
Okay. LeBron haters in the building. Real quick question. Who do you think is going to be on the finals? And then who is the final MVP? Or the Kobe Bryant trophy, I think they call it. No, I think it's Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant trophy.
In the
Okay,
final
yeah,
MVP, the
I
Kobe
missed it.
Bryant jersey.
I missed it.
Oh, anyway.
Oklahoma and Boston.
So the 1 and
Oklahoma's
2
the
seed.
win. Alexander, finals MVP.
So, okay. I think, oh man, I want to pick OKC, but I just think they're gonna choke. I think they're gonna run into a bad
They weren't
matchup.
number 1 seed last year, were they?
Yeah, they were.
They were. Who they lose to?
Dallas.
Interesting.
I think it was
right.
Dallas. I would have to look up last year.
Interesting.
But I think they're gonna lose second round.
Interesting. Dang, that would be messed up.
No. Let me make sure I'm not giving a bad report. You had OKC, they beat New Orleans 4-0, and then OKC. Oh, I was right. Played Dallas. Yep, they lost to Dallas. Should have been more Minnesota went to the Western Conference Finals last year.
Minnesota?
Yep, they lost 4-1.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's right.
You know what's crazy? I look at all the series last year. The only good series was Cleveland and Orlando for round 1, 4-3. Everything else was 4-2, 4-1, 4-0. Then the second round, Minnesota and Denver was 4-3. Everything else was 4-2. Oh, Indiana Knicks. That was a good series, 4-3. And then in the Western Conference Finals is 4-1, 4-0. And then Boston beat the shit out of the Dallas 4-1.
Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
I just hope it's good this year. I'm really trying. I'm going to give the NBA a chance to win me back.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping because usually, since the season is so long, most people, unless you're a hardcore NBA fan, don't really seriously watch until the playoffs.
Right.
So this is their chance to shine. So hopefully they prove me wrong, man. I'm a little worried.